to Bad Larry.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry. Today we are reviewing Fully X-Men issue number 18 by Jed MacKay. I gotta always include these variant covers. I love them. You know, whenever they have magic on as a variant cover, gotta put that on there. And this beast, I put front and center because unfortunately, this is the only time where I think we're going to see Beast like this, like a full angry fighting man Beast. And I'll tell you why through this episode. Let's check it out. This main cover featuring Magneto is very cool. I love how it looks like he's utilizing his powers. Things are coming apart at the seams. And I think that this is really essential for where the X-Men are right now in this series. Things are kind of coming apart, but Magneto seems calm, cool, and collected. I think that it's the epitome of what's going on with the team right now. And like I said, this issue is written by Jed MacKay. It's drawn by Emilio Laiso, and it's titled Invitation, really focusing on Beast, the invitation. You know, I've always loved Beast, but I feel like they always do this to him. I feel like they let him down. But it is what it is. We see Beast here back at the base. He's just, you know, a nerd, basically. He's just the home guy. He's not out in the field. All his muscles are for show. It's all just about his brains. And he's watching some stuff go down. He hears some voice coming in from the left, like, who the fuck is this? You're not supposed to be here. And despite all the appearances of Wyre, all the muscles, the no shirt, and the pouches, and the bombs, and the long hair, and the sharp teeth, this dude is the equivalent of Cyclops. He's more of a strategist, a team builder. He is a manipulator. All of his appearance is just a red herring. This guy could be a little scrawny dude in a suit. It would be the same thing. He hasn't even used any of his powers as of yet so far in this series. And this whole mission that he's created, Wyre, I'm talking about, the battle with the X-Men, is so he could isolate Beast one-on-one and give him a choice. Any really good story, long-term story, has a bit of foreshadowing, and this image here of Cyclops triumphant over the fake X-Men's leader Schwarzschild, well, it's a bit of foreshadowing of what's to come. And of course, the real X-Men beat these fake X-Men. They're just a bunch of fakers. Juicy Juice is sitting here like, Schwarzschild's down. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Well, just like the real X-Men, there's some protocols in place, but protocols require human cooperation. They always work on paper, but in real life, in the real field, sometimes they don't work out. And so you see Time Bomb here, the lady with the red and the mask. She's like, let's do the protocol. But Galatia is like, fuck that protocol. And then old boy with the Constellation is like, you know, Time Bomb's the captain now. We got to follow the protocols. Galatia's like, fuck that and fuck you too. Galatia was just going along with the program, never thinking that Schwarzschild was really going to go down. But she says, I'm only following Schwarzschild. All of y'all could suck it. And then Floaty Boy McGee, Psychovore, is now backing Galatia. So now there's a schism in real time on the field. Time Bomb is like, suck it up, you idiots. We've got to fight the real X-Men, not each other. Magic, Juggernaut, they're loving the battle. So they're like, we're going to attack now, or what are we going to do? Cyclops is like, hold up, get your popcorn. If they're fighting each other, then just sit back and let them fight each other. And the reason is because Wyre put together this team of uh, real humans that worked for AIM or SHIELD or whatever agency and turned them into mutants as adults, but they still have their kind of allegiance. It's like if you're trying to put a fireman and a policeman on the same team, they're going to be primarily allegiance to what they were before. So they're, cops rule, no, firemen rule. And that's what's going on right now. They're fighting each other. It's a mess. Psylocke here knows the deal. She knows that all of these hobnob people that have been forced together, they are not a cohesive, synergistic group. Even though they got some training or whatever, they're not a real team. And Juggernaut's just itching for the attack. Cyclops, wait for it, wait for it. Juicy Juice is saying, guys, we gotta stick together. But nobody's listening to you, Juice Boy. You're a chubby juice man. Cyclops keeps him held back. Wait for it, wait for it. You see that finger putting in the face? No one likes that finger in the face. Get that fucking finger out of my face, Galatia is saying. I mean, you made out of whatever Galatia's made out of, you feel invincible. You're not going to just let some bitch put their finger up all in your face, but the swing. She is the Wolverine of the team. She doesn't care. She's just going to let it all fly. And that's what Cyclops was waiting for them to throw the punches at each other. And with no clear leader, them fighting each other, they're all in shambles. Our X-Men now launch their attack. It's going to be a slaughter, people. And we move over to the battle that was happening between Old Balls Magneto and the Teratoma mutant. And we see that Ben Liu has drug Piper Cobb's mom and the Teratoma mutant twins' mom to the battle and saying, leave Magneto alone, and presents Rose Ellen Cobb, the mother, into the fray, which was the whole plan. You got to get that mother involved. Ben Liu is here in it. I think it's an interesting concept. You've got Rose Ellen Cobb, the mom. She's a human. You've got the Teratoma twin, which is an organic mutant but doesn't have a body. And then you've got Ben Liu, who was a human who was turned into a mutant later in life. So everybody's lives are kind of fucked up right now. And he's saying, hey, we got to work this out. You can't just go around murdering people, throwing these big temper tantrums. Suck it up, Buttercup. Okay, we got to work this shit out. Now, some of these comic reviewers are just going to give you the story or read the story verbatim and just move on. I really love to dive deep into some of these images. So you see here the body language. Wyre, he's smiling, he's having a good time. His body language shows that he is totally comfortable. He is not giving one shit about being in the X-Men's base, having this conversation with Beast. He doesn't seem scared. He is cool as the cucumber. He's kind of leaning forward. The imagery does tell a story. And then you see Beast. He's all crumpled up. His fingers are gnarled. He's slumped over. He's not, obviously he's got all his muscles, but they're all for show. This dude is just a big brain guy. He's so meek right now. And you're not going to get nothing from me, which is a passive thing to say. Why isn't he fighting? I don't get it. But this is how they're wanting to portray Beast in this moment. As gnarly as Wyre looks with his hair and his no shirt and all the things coming out of his body, the wires and the bombs and everything, and his sharp teeth, it just no pupil. The guy's a bit of an intellectual because he says, "Oh, you think I'm here to fight? Oh, you wound me like some Southern belle in a play." You know, he's kind of yucking it up here. The whole battle between the fake X-Men and the real X-Men, it was a ruse. The whole teratoma twin taking over this dead fish's body, fighting Magneto, was a ruse. The whole thing was for Wyre to be able to have this one-on-one conversation with Beast and given an invitation to join 3K, saying, "Hey, you know, you're the super big brain that we need. We know you got the goods in that old cranium. Your talents are being wasted here. Come on over to 3K and let's make some mutants, baby." And that was the whole plan. Everything else was just side confusion, side, ruse, just so Wyre could get this invitation to Beast solo. And we go back to the fun part. We see Juggernaut kicking Galatia's ass. We're going to see Temper mixing up the juice. Psylocke is gonna slay Time Bomb with her psi knife. Cyclops takes out. I keep forgetting these guys' names. What's his freaking name? Constellation. You know, it's easy work for the X-Men. Cyclops blasting away. They're all in disarray. Magic is taking out Psychovore. Easy peasy using some demons. It's just good fun. And then again, to the intellectual part of this story, the actual real important part of this story, the invitation. You see Beast, he looks like a little pound puppy that's locked in a cage. He's scared of his own shadow. He's like, you could almost see him trembling. He's hunched over. He has no power. And from the viewpoint, you're looking down on him. And then you see Wyre looking jacked, and he's from a higher elevation, which shows a position of power. It's all part of the storytelling. The perspective looking down on Beast looking all wimpy like a little scared cat, and then Wyre looking jacked. It's all part of the storytelling to show that Beast is in a mental state where he is feeling maybe like a little abused pound puppy that doesn't feel like he's in his real home, where Wyre feels totally secure about everything. He just letting his chest hang out, all the wires floating around. He doesn't give a crap because he's got so much confidence. Wyre can tell that he's really getting through to Beast, and then he hears someone saying "no" over his shoulder. And this is actually quite commendable. You got Jen Starkey here coming in saying, "You get away from him!" She is willing to fight Wyre one-on-one because Beast is not fighting. It's like, why isn't Beast fighting for himself? He's letting this chick fight for him. You know, she's got the uniform on. She is not trained. She is a human that was recently turned into a mutant. And she's just got some wings and little claws. But she's still just, you know, underpowered. You could tell even just physically compared to Wyre. So this is some heroic effort. Why doesn't Beast join the fight? This is kind of frustrating me with Beast, but this is again the direction they want to go with him. The teratoma twin is she is being violated. How dare you? And so Ben's like, fine, you got all this anger, well then kill her. Kill your mommy. You know, just go ahead and do it. Get it over with, you little tantrum little baby. But we get a bit of family therapy going on, you know. Rose Ellen Cobb, the mom, she's on her knees. You could tell she is distraught. She is a mutant hater, and now she has to come to realize that uh, when the doctor said that she was having twins, well, she was just going along with the doctors. What is she, some sort of get triple, quadruple experts here? This is a typical thing that they say. Oh, well, one twin kind of consumes the other. You don't even think about it. You just go on with your business. They're in rural Alaska. It's not like she can go get second or third opinions. She's out in the middle of nowhere. And she's crying. She's like, I didn't even know that you existed. I was just following what the doctors were saying. My bad. I'm sorry. And the mom is telling the twin that she wanted both her and Piper. She wanted to have the twins, but she didn't know. She didn't know what the deal was. And the mom really saves the day by saying that she was going to name her Robin, which I think is a interesting choice of name because Robin is, if you're thinking about, I'm going to rob the liquor store, she's been robbed of a name, she's been robbed of a life. She is out here robbing people's DNA to make a body for herself, like this dead fish monster. So it's an interesting choice of name. But the point is that now that Robin has a name, she creates a body for herself because having a name is so important. You name your pet fish, you name a pet rock, you name your pet dog. You feel like to be important, you have to have a name. So now that she has a name, she can create a body. And Cassandra Nova is seeing, oh shit, we're losing it. We're losing her. I'm going to have to step in and try to do some damage control with this thing. And like I said earlier, Wyre easily overpowers Jen Starkey. He grabs her by the throat one-handed because she just nothing but a little farfignugan with some wings. Yeah, she got some big-ass feet with some claws on it, but this dude is freaking gnarly. He's about to choke the shit out of her. And what is Beast doing? Bitch-ass Beast. I mean, look at his stance. He's like, got his hands up. Oh, don't hurt her. I'll go with you. Do whatever you want. Just don't hurt her. And the reason I'm saying bitch ass beast is because if you didn't see in this little one shot, 50-page one shot, where they weren't having the gala, they were having some sort of, the X-Men Hellfire Gala, they're having like a vigil. And you see in this little one shot that Beast and Jen Starkey, they form a little budding romance. They're going to hold hands. They're giving each other the googly eyes, So she likes him. He likes her. They're walking out of the place hand in hand, smitten with each other. And if you are just about to, find a new love that likes you, your freaky blue ball ass, and she got some freaky feathers. Well, why aren't you fighting for her, man? Physically fighting. This dude is broken into your house, attacking your woman, and you're just standing there like, I'll go with you? Oh man, it just makes me lose a little respect for him because I really love Beast, but again, we'll see what happens down the line. But Wyre is saying, look, I'm not going to force you to come. You have to come on your own volition. I'm not going to hurt her. Think about my little invitation. Dr. McCoy, come and join 3K. We'll have a party. I mean, this part's a bit unnecessary. Wyre has already shown that he's not looking to commit violence against anybody. And to his defense, he was attacked from behind, no diddy, but in their defense, he broke into their house uninvited. So, there's a lot of in defense going on around here. The point is, he shouldn't have been there. But now that he is there, well, shit has hit the fan. Uh, he didn't have to throw down Jen Starkey like that. If I'm Jen Starkey, I'm going to be a little pissed off at Beast. It's like, why didn't you fight for me, bro? Look, I'm choking to death. I got little bird bones. Birds have hollow bones. That's why they can fly, because of the weight. Their bones don't weigh as much. That's why they break easily. So if she's a bird lady, you got to assume she's got some hollow bones. She's got to be light as a feather. Almost got choked out right in front of you. And what do? Nothing. But the point is, the invitation was made. Wyre, his mission has been completed, and now he bounces, teleports out of there. And like I said earlier, these fake X-Men had no chance, no real chance, maybe a 0.1% chance against the real X-Men. I mean, them just against Juggernaut, I don't think would have been a fair fight. Just them against Juggernaut alone. Not to mention, having Magic, Cyclops, Psylocke, Temper uh, involved. They're too OP. And what do you do with your enemies that, are some freaky mutates that are, you're going to have to secure them and find out what's going on, who sent you. Information is key. But before they could do that, they are teleported away because the whole thing was a ruse. Uh, like I said earlier, the whole point was for Wyre to give Beast that invitation. This whole battle was just to keep the X-Men occupied so Wyre could have that one-on-one conversation. And now that that's done, the fake X-Men can get teleported out to be used and abused later on down the road. I think it's pretty adorable. This little gal, she can create whatever physical appearance she wants. So why wouldn't you create little fairy wings if you could? So now that she has a name, Robin, and then now she has a body, she's walking around. She's forgiven her mom. Cassandra Nova is working overtime trying to keep her messed up in the brain. Um, and she realizes that attacking the mom is no good anymore. That mother-daughter love is too strong. So she changes her tactics and is like, fine, you're going to forgive your mom? Cool, cool, cool. But what about that evil sister who stole your body and everything? You going to forgive her? And poor Piper Cobb coming from around the corner, she doesn't know anything about anything. She's just a little kid. She's totally innocent, the same as Robin is innocent, but sometimes that doesn't matter. And just like that, Cassandra Nova found the thorn in Robin's side, the thing that she just can't get over. You see her slumped over her fist. She's clenching her fist. She's angry. She can't forgive that bitch sister who stole her whole life. She's forgiven mom, but that sister is still on the hit list. So she still got some evil hatred in her heart, which means that she's still able to be manipulated and controlled by Cassandra Nova and 3K. And just like that, Cassandra Nova and Robin teleport away. And true to form, Cyclops does a radio check-in with the team because they haven't reconnected that mind link through Kid Omega yet, so they're still using the old school radios. And he's checking in with everybody. Cyclops to the home base. Everything cool? We're on our way back. And Beast, you can see he is looking forlorn. He is looking like a beaten man. He is not happy. He is sitting on the floor. And this is the part where he should have said, old boy snuck in the house. We had to fight him off. Me and Jen Starkey. This is what happens. But is that what Beast says? No. That is not what Beast says. Beast does not say shit about what happened. Instead, he clambers up and he's all in his mind and his feelings, and like a girlfriend who's trying to think that the boyfriend is reading her mind, he gives Cyclops the old, I'm fine, Scott. You know, you ever hear anybody say, oh, I'm fine, that they're really fine? No, I'm fine means I'm not fine. Investigate further because something's going wrong. And then he's holding the 3K card in his hand and he's really contemplating if he's going to stay with the team or flip, which is just pissing me off because what the hell, Beast? What the hell? Anyway, what I feel like this issue represents, issue number 18, it feels like the end of Act 1. If you've ever gone to a play or you've been part of a play or school play or read any Shakespeare or any type of story, usually there's an Act 1 and Act 2, and then Act 3 is the conclusion of the story. So I feel like Act 1 is complete with this issue. Everything that we wanted to get from Act 1, we got. The establishment of the three different X-Men teams, the Cyclops team, the Rogue team, and then the New York team. And we have established this is where we're going with the mutants and the X-Men post Krakoa. We also have introduced new characters on the board, 3K, Orcus. There's still conflict that is occurring, but now what? So this is, and you'll see with issue number 19 that we are moving into Act 2, I believe, of this run, this Jed MacKay post-Krakoan era run. We're moving into Act 2. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.